Hey everyone, and thanks for logging on to ABC2News.com. Meteorologist Mike Taylor with an outlook on your forecast for the rest of this evening and also going into your Saturday. The snow is starting to push into the area that's evident on radar. Most of it still well south of the immediate Baltimore metro area and a good chunk of the eastern shore. But let's dive in and talk about the forecast at hand. First and foremost, winter storm warnings in effect for Queen Anne's County, Caroline County, as well as Talbot County. And this includes Queenstown, Easton, Greensboro, Chestertown. You're right on the borderline of this, Centerville. That will expire at 7 p.m. Saturday. Winter weather advisory in effect for the Eastern Shore until 7 p.m. But it will expire a little bit sooner for Central Maryland tomorrow at 4 p.m. And that's for the winter weather advisory. So let me give you the summary of this entire weather situation first. The advisories and warnings, they'll remain in effect through Saturday. We just took a look at the times that they'll expire. And the first batch of snow is going to melt, and that's going to be the snow that we'll see later this evening into the early overnight hours between, say, midnight and 3 a.m. And then as we go into the early morning hours of Saturday, that snow will be expected to accumulate, and it could be a widespread 2 inches of snow around the Baltimore metro areas and also for areas along the eastern shore within the winter weather advisory counties. Now, I will tell you this, though, based on what the atmosphere is doing, most of this snow is just going to cover lawns, cars, colder surfaces, and things of that sort. As far as roads and sidewalks, we are not expecting a large impact across the entire state from this system. It's mainly going to be because a lot of things are working against it. So even though we'll see 2 to 4 inches of snow, most of us will probably wake up to 2 inches only on the grass and the cars, if that, just based on what the atmosphere is doing. So here's our forecast. Less accumulation on roads and sidewalks. But if we're talking grass here and cars, we could see about 1 to 3 inches near and around the city in points north and west. Closer towards the city, where the bullseye currently is located, I'm thinking heavier snow totals would be for the southern sections of the eastern shore. That's in fact where the snow is already falling, and then it'll taper off once again as we go into your Saturday afternoon. So here's Futurecast. Let me take you through the timing here. For the rest of tonight, we're just going to see, the temperature slowly decreasing, but into the overnight and Saturday morning, that's when the snow picks up in coverage. This system's moving in a northeasterly direction. Jet stream's going to take it, so once it grabs it, I think that'll be between Saturday morning and Saturday afternoon, early evening. Therefore, things will clear up rather quickly, and by Saturday night, we'll have quickly, gradually clearing skies and things of that sort. The temps will be dropping back, though. Another area is going to cool us down. Highs will struggle just to get into the 30s for Sunday, and we're not factoring in the winds and that wind chill. So for tonight, we'll go with an overnight low of around 31. A very slow cool down is in store. Into the day tomorrow, we'll start off with things at 31 degrees. Rain-snow mix based on the temperature profile of the atmosphere at 34, a high of 35. Winter advisories remain in place until 4 p.m. and 7 p.m., and then flurries by the evening. And looking at Sunday, much colder, highs only reaching the upper 30s. Decent amount of sun, but man, will it be much colder. And looking at the rest of the 7-day forecast, chances of snow and cold return by the middle of next week. Thanks for joining us here at ABC2News.com to get your forecast information. We'll have another update for you with Lynette tomorrow morning.